Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. I am restarting this video because it was not recording, so I do apologize for that. We did miss the first couple seconds of, guess what, the finals in tonight's, or in this month's, I should say, all-league tournament. Sorry about that. My recording did not start. That was brutal and stupid. But it is up and going now. This has been a long time coming. These guys are battling it out here for first and second place in this best of 7. ClashPanther is going to be at the 3 o'clock position. He is our pink Terran, and Luck is going to be our teal Terran over here at the 6 o'clock position. So looking pretty good. We do have scouts cruising out across the map. ClashPanther going to get there first, it appears. It's not a race, but maybe it is, but he did make it first, so that could mean something. But he is going to be scouting his opponent's base here. He does see the single gas gone down, no second gas quite yet, and a barracks going down in pretty decent time, as well as the command or orbital command center going down. So looking really solid. We do have a fast expand here from ClashPanther. Now Luck did see that. He did walk right by it there. So a fast command center going down, as well as some more racks. Well, just the one racks at this point, actually, for ClashPanther. Wow, he's not even putting a second down quite yet. So fast expand, though, pretty interesting. We'll see how Luck is going to respond here. Is he going to try and put pressure on? It looks like he is. He does have a Reaper cruising out here in just a moment. We're going to need to see some decent defense here for Panther. But, yeah, I mean, definitely getting a Reaper here is a great choice. His opponent not going to have tons of units here for defense quite yet. He does have 2 Marines down here on the low ground, but all he has to do is cruise up around here right into the main, go right back to this mineral line, and start picking away at these SCVs, and indeed he is probably going to be doing that. Now he is going to get scouted here. As long as Panther is watching the mini-map, he is going to see that Reaper coming. Now he should be falling back here. Indeed he is. Here comes the Marines. These guys are going to be cruising up here for defense of the main. Got to love it. Look at that. Cruising over to this position. And Luck going to back out immediately there with that Reaper. Good stuff. Very good stuff. And it is good. Okay, he does finally have his factory now on the way, so he's going to be going straight for some factory play here. Tech Lab going down, so probably going to be switching that factory there. I would assume we do have this Reaper trying to cruise around here to the back. He's going to probably pick up 2 kills here. 1 and 2 kills. Not bad. Not bad, that's for sure. Notice that ClashPanther lifting that building just to make the room a little bit faster. Good control. Blocking this guy in is going to take him down. Nice play there. Luck has taken a command center of his own here at the natural. So looking pretty good. Excuse me. And a great defense so far from Panther. Now, not only did Luck pick up a couple kills with that Reaper, but he did do good scouting. He did see the factory, does see mech play on the way. Saw that tech lab and everything. So we do have Blue Flame, that Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way. So going to be some Hellions, potentially Hellion drops, but not quite yet. We do have a second factory first. And here comes double Reapers now. If one wasn't good enough, let's try 2. And they're going to be actually fairly effective against Hellions. So I like this harass. Going to be picking up a couple kills, potentially. Yep, 1. Oh, wow, they get taken out there fairly quickly, though. Let's just check in on Control R. He has killed only 3 workers there for 3 Hellions, so not necessarily a great trade, but he did stall some mining time as well as get in good scouting. So hopefully that's going to work out for him here. Let's take a look at what else we've got here for Panther. Well, let's check the units tab. How's that? Notice that Luck does have the supply, or the harvester advantage, I should say. He is doing a great job. And we do have a 3rd gas going down here for Luck. And he appears to have teched towards Starport here quickly. Another rack's going down. Factory is complete on a tech lab here. And does have out some Hellions of his own, but no Blue Flame quite yet, so kind of interesting there. We'll see if he's going to continue to pump out those guys or not. But it is going to be more racks here, it appears, than anything else. So he's going to be sticking with Bile Ball, potentially. We'll see how that's going to go. In the meantime, we do have 3 Blue Flame Hellions from ClashPanther cruising out across the map. He's going to stall here at the Zelnaga Tower and should potentially cruise forward here in just a moment. Now the Marauders here are going to obviously be a great counter. There's only one, but still a great counter. Now there's three. Let's take it back. Couldn't see that guy. Yeah, but 3 Marauders here are going to be a great counter to the Hellions. ClashPanther did see that drop going, so he's going to back out immediately and prepare himself for the drop. It is going to be a double Hellions. And off they go. Not quite going to get any kills. Do run up against a Siege Tank and a Blue Flame Hellion. Now he did reveal that Blue Flame tech, so ClashPanther does have that out in the open at this point. But Luck still sticking with that Bio Ball here, it appears, for just a little while. So probably will just commit to more Marauders, and the Marauders will be able to deal with that. To deal with those Hellions in just fine. Just a pretty decent amount of time. So pretty good. Let's take a look. We have a scan going down here for ClashPanther. Wants to see what's going on. Does see a little bit here and there. It looks like a third going to be going down for Luck. In the meantime, ClashPanther got a nice looking Siege Tank here at his main, as well as a bunker, a couple Hellions behind, but a nice looking front defense there. We've got 1 Siege Tank going down here in the main, so in pretty decent shape. Should block against a lot of drops potentially, as well as a couple Vikings here, just in case he can catch a dropship off guard. Nice to get a snipe on those. That can always be tons and tons of fun. Now notice that ClashPanther putting down a third of his own. Pretty decent time. These guys almost identically timed there. But Luck still has a slight Harvester advantage. Does take out that medevac there. So good snipe there from ClashPanther. But nice thing for Luck is that he did quickly evacuate all 4 of those Marauders. So great control there. And looks like he is going to be pushing out here. Now, I love this Marauder play against a tech army, or a mech army, I should say. I really like it. They do so much damage to armored units that just really makes them so effective, especially now with that +1 attack is going to be super good. ClashPanther going to be backing out here with these units. We do have 2 tanks on the way here for Sergeant of Luck, and that's going to be pretty helpful, but air superiority here is in favor of ClashPanther, so pretty good there. Nice looking defense here from Panther. Is Luck going to try and get tricky and maybe go up to the high ground or something like that? I don't know quite yet. He does have a lot of Marauders here though, and stimming into a siege line can be fairly effective potentially if he focuses down the tanks fast enough, and it could buy him enough time to get his own siege tank set up in a good position there. Here comes the attack. Siege tanks here are going to be doing a decent amount of damage, but look at that. And stem forward, like I was saying, brutal. And looks as though Sergeant Luck going to be in great position to potentially take down the win right here, right now. He's got these 2 tanks now sieging up in the back, a whole bunch of Marauders here. Good stuff. We do have this 1 siege tank trying to hold it off. Good heals going down, but not enough against those Marauders. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful play here from Luck. I love those Marauders against mech. And there it is, GG in game number 1. ClashPanther did lose. Luck taking it down. It is 1-0 in this best of 7, so don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. We'll see you guys in game number 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is going to be on MLG's Zelnaga Caverns. Game 2 in the best of 7 here. It is the finals of this month's tournament, and man, it's been tons and tons of fun so far. Game number 1 did go to Luck, and he is now up 1 game because of that. Math is pretty simple, but that is what I'm good at, is simple math. And ClashPanther, still not the pressure on too hard. I mean, obviously he's going to want to win as many games as possible, as quickly as possible, but it is a best of 7, so we do have a little bit of wiggle room here, and somebody's got to lose game 1, so it is what it is. We do have ClashPanther looking to wall off here, so good stuff. And no wall off for Luck. He is going to go ahead and put that supply depot down right next to his command center there. So good stuff. All right, got to get something to drink. Perfect. And let's see, ClashPanther is our pink Terran. He is down here on the bottom left-hand side. It is only a 2-player map, as most of you should know. Luck is going to be our teal Terran up here in the top right. Do have a barracks going down in pretty decent time for both players here. Almost identical timings, actually. So looking pretty good. Looking really solid from both of these guys so far. Now this is a pretty high-powered matchup, and I'm really happy to have these guys in the finals right now. It's been really, really fun. We do have ClashPanther looking to go for some scouting here. He does have that SCV cruising out across the map. I got a question for everybody on the live stream. I mean, what the heck kind of cigarette do these guys smoke that never, ever burns down? I mean, look at that thing. This sucker never burns down. It's always the same length. Always, always the same length. These guys, I don't know. It's like special. Something they get in the Kaprulu sector, I'm sure. But we do have a first Marine cruising out on the field here in just a moment. ClashPanther is going to get up here and see what's going on. Does see one single gas, no second gas. Notice he was absolutely checking for that. Does see the orbital command going down and going to go ahead and evacuate. So he does see a standard opener here, and Luck going to be going for a tech lab early. Interesting. ClashPanther, no tech lab quite yet, is going to get out his first Marine down here on the low ground to defend against scouts for just a little bit. Does have his orbital command up and running. Actually, both players do at this point. Pretty solid there. And it is going to be a fast command center here from ClashPanther. Interesting play. We'll see how that's going to go in just a moment. Let's check in on Luck. It does have a Reaper coming out on the field. This guy probably going to cruise straight across the map here and try and do a little bit of damage here and there. I do like Reaper openers with as Terran, because it does enable them, number one, to get some good scouting in, potentially do some decent damage, as well as it gives them a good reason to get that tech lab down first. Now obviously they can mess it up and it can put them behind potentially, but I think all in all it's a pretty decent opener. So we do have two more racks going down here for Luck, so kind of interesting there. Look at that, ClashPanther staying just barely out of harm's way there. We do have a Marine. Looks like that Marine not going to be super effective against just one Reaper. One kill on that Reaper now. 2 kills on the Reaper, and down he goes. Almost evacuating out of there. Pretty good stuff. The expand here for ClashPanther, morphing into an orbital command, then going to be moving out to that center position there. We do have this command center going down, not turning into an orbital command yet, but it should be right behind. Maybe. Wait for it. Wait for it. He does have an SCV transfer. And orbital command. There it goes. Will it with me, ladies and gentlemen. It does happen. There we go. We do have the factory now out on the field. We do have a tech lab on the factory. Going to be going for some blue flame Hellion play here for just a little bit. A starport on the way as well. Could potentially go for some blue flame Hellion drops to the back of the main, but you know what? This natural's so wide open at this point. Just sending out Hellions is not a bad idea here. So, especially since they do have that blue flame, which will make them that much more effective. Which is not bad. +5 damage. Wow. Good stuff. Now it used to be +10 if I remember correctly. But yeah, versus light they do 14 damage anyway. Really, really good stuff. And here comes 2. These guys going to cruise around. They don't want to engage at the wrong angle against those Marines. Good stuff. They are going to be taking down quite a few of them very, very quickly. Actually, only one. And then backing out immediately. Looks like ClashPanther going to be playing it safe for just a little bit. Luck taking a pretty decent expansion here. He's got it saturated fairly quickly. Let's just take a look at the units tab and see where we're at there economically. ClashPanther only behind by 1 harvester at this point, so that's not bad at all. Let's take a look at what his tech pattern is going to be. He does have, wow, a reactor going down on this barracks. Probably going to go for a switcheroo here. This starport going to go down on that reactor. Looks like this guy going to go over to the reactor here as well. So interesting. He's going for that fairly heavy mech play here. And probably going to be getting out Vikings, I assume, off the reactor for air superiority and going straight for mech play. Now notice we do have the siege tech on the way, as well as a bunker going down here on the low ground for ClashPanther. He's looking to be in pretty decent shape defensively. A couple units cruising into the back here. What are they going for? It is going to be a drop that they saw coming because of this factory's position. and evacuating all but one of those Hellions. But great scouting there from Luck. Clutch, clutch, clutch. Got to love it. And looks like Luck going to go for a drop of his own. Uh-oh. Maybe did not notice this. Maybe did not. And looks like this drop is going to commence. Blue Flame Helion's about to be in the mineral line here. Good reaction time. He did pull these suckers quickly. Oh my goodness. Here come the units. This drop from Luck. We'll see how that's going to go for him. He's going to be cruising around towards this expansion. And we've got siege tanks now on the loose. And a lot of these things still in range. I mean, these guys can stay out of range of those siege tanks here if they want. See how that's going to go. Looks like that supply depot definitely in danger here. Good reaction time there for ClashPanther, getting those guys off of the mineral line, taking down one medevac there very quickly. And the second, wow, great defense. Second medevac went down in great time, and all those units got cleaned up by those siege tanks. So beautiful defense there from ClashPanther. They almost got the snipe on one siege tank, however they did not. And staying alive is a very good thing in the StarCraft 2 world, that's for sure. Most units' life expectancy is like 1 minute, except for maybe Harvesters. They probably have the lucky end of the draw there. Harvesters probably live longer than any other unit, as a rule. I wonder about that. We'll have to check. But we do have a bunch of Blue Flame Hellions cruising around the back here. These guys trying to get in position to do some damage here. There's not much in position here to deal with it, so he's going to pick up a couple kills here. Oh, he should have got one more shot off there before he backed out, but he did lose one very quickly to that Marauder slow, so that concussive shell absolutely coming into play. And good time. Good stuff. We do have these guys going to back out very effectively. Let's just check in on our units tab and see where we're at economically. Sergeant Luck, or Luck I should say, is slightly behind, but only by one, and now evened out. So interesting play from both of these guys so far. Very even economy at this point. Good tech pattern here from ClashPanther though, but not a bad one from Sergeant of Luck. That's for sure. These Marauders so very effective against mech units. So good stuff there. He is going to be getting out weapons level 1 and working on these rocks, going for a potential third here in just a moment. Does take out 2 Marines at the loss of 1 Hellion, so that's a fairly even trade. But I mean, the big thing is he's got to deal with these Marauders. These Marauders are really going to be the bane of his existence going forward in this game. He's going to need a lot of either siege tanks to deal with them or get some Marauders of his own. Now he is going to have that +1 vehicle weapons here complete in just a moment, as well as more siege tanks on the way. Going to be gearing up for his third at the gold. Does have that sucker going down here next to his natural in pretty decent time. For Sergeant of Luck, he is cruising out right away with his orbital command to take his third, so slightly ahead there for him. But getting the gold taking a little bit longer is okay, as long as we don't have an attack from Sergeant of Luck right away to deny that position. Now he does have it complete here in just a moment. I hope to see him send it out first and then turn it into an orbital. I don't want to see him really stall that. He really needs to get himself on the third, especially since he did scout his opponent taking his third. Needs to know to get that done ASAP. Do have some Hellions cruising out here. Looks like they're just going to do some scouting. But in the meantime, it's going to be a drop, and guess what's in there? It is Marauders. Marauders going to be super effective here. But look at the defense here. These missile turrets absolutely obliterating these units. A scan going down. Wow, Luck being very smart here, doing as much damage as he can there. Beautiful stuff. Getting in range of those siege tanks though, not super effective. All but one of these guys dies, and this guy's like, crap, I'm in pain. Time to die. Now, we did miss these Hellions cruising in there while we were watching those phenomenal Marauders, but they did pick up a couple kills here. Let's just check Control R and see where we're at. 14 workers killed for ClashPanther. Not a bad deal, that's for sure. And good stuff. Is long distance mining the gold here for just a moment, getting that command center down in pretty decent time. Looks pretty good. Looks like Luck is gearing up for a potential attack. Now he's got stim +1 on these guys. couple tanks in tow, as well as that medevac support, could potentially make this happen. The command center going down, trying to get himself on his 4th. I think not a bad idea, but ClashPanther, I think, does not want to let this army stay in this position. So, going to go ahead and blind that air. Take out the air superiority is always a good idea. Does have a Banshee in there. How many does he have? Just the one? Yep, just one. Just one Banshee. Looks like these destructible rocks may go down eventually. Come on, Marauders. You can do better than that. That's okay. They're okay. ClashPanther getting himself put up in a slightly forward position here. Did take a couple shots, but that's okay. Is going to be able to push forward here slowly. We do have some Marauders and a tank cruising forward here to potentially go for a back door. We'll see how that's going to go. Do we have some defense here? We probably need to see 1 or 2 tanks still kicking it here. But look at that scan going down here. Does see what's coming on. These Hellions getting in their face, trying to buy time. So I like that. Making him kite there just a little bit. This tank could probably just go ahead and siege up right there. Probably be effective, but that entire army did go out, and here comes the main attack. Looks like Luck was trying to use that as a feint. Oh, but backed out at the very last second. Was about to make that go. However, he did not, so kind of interesting there. We do have another command center down in this center position, and taking a gold here for Sergeant of Luck, so good stuff. Nice looking push here from ClashPanther. Could potentially do a lot of damage. I love these Banshees mixed into the air units here. This is really nice play. Doing a lot of damage there. Scans going down like crazy for these guys. We've got another orbital command here on the way for Luck. Wow. Interesting stuff. And those tanks getting now in position here. Forward position going to be taking down this gold, it looks like, as well as potentially both of these orbitals. So not bad. Here comes the stim. Looks like Luck has got to make it go time right now. Looks like we are going to see this battle take place, and these tanks absolutely blasting away, and that is game, ladies and gentlemen. ClashPanther so strong with that tank play there in this game. Beautiful stuff. We will be going to game number 3. It is currently tied up 1-1 in this best of 7, so don't alt-tab. Always alt-Starcraft. We'll see you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is game 3 in the best of 7 here. It is the finals of this month's ALT-Starcraft tournament. We are having a grand old time, I should say. And in this matchup, and my goodness, what phenomenal players we've got. It is a Terran versus Terran final here. Luck is our blue Terran up here in the top left, and ClashPanther, our pink Terran, down in the bottom right. So cross positions here on Shakur's Plateau. It is Luck's map choice. He did lose the last one. It is currently tied up 1-1, so nobody in dire straits quite yet. Not even after this game, potentially. I mean, one person's definitely going to have to lose here. Not going to have a tie, that's for sure. So, but really good stuff so far in this matchup. But we do have what appears to be a wall off for ClashPanther. Going to deny scouting, and it appears a supply depot for Luck right next to his command center. So not a wall off quite yet. It does not mind if the scouts come in. And yeah, so good stuff. No scouts quite yet. Let's see if he is going to, if ClashPanther are going to go ahead and send this SCV out. Nope, he's just waiting to build the barracks. Barracks going down in great time. Looks like he beat his opponent to the punch by 1.5 seconds. Not too bad. And good stuff. ClashPanther going to be working on a standard opener here, it appears. I don't see anything strange quite yet. And Luck doing about the same thing. So far, so good. We do finally have our winner of the Scout Award for this particular game. It is going to be ClashPanther. He did beat his opponent to the punch on that scouting intel. Going to be sending this SCV across the map. Off he goes. Go, little one, go. Make your way across the map. And a scout for Luck cruising across the map as well. These guys both going to the incorrect base first. Not that big of a deal, but pretty good stuff. Good early scouting is necessary. And in the meantime, ClashPanther does have this walled off, so Luck will not make it in. He will only make it up the ramp and will potentially die because there is going to be a Marine out on the map at that point. So good stuff right now from ClashPanther. Lucky for him. Here comes an SCV. There is a Marine ready and waiting for him, and he is absolutely probably going to die, especially since he did cruise forward here. No gas here, but he didn't quite make it to this gas, so it doesn't know that there's no gas there, but there is no gas at this point for Luck. And one gas for ClashPanther. Now, he does not have any tech quite yet, but we shall assume that it is on the way. Both of these guys going for early expands. Got to love that. And wow, this is really, really good play. Got to love it. But mirrored builds here. And, oh wow, double gas right now for Luck. Now that's interesting. So expanding and going for double gas at the same time. We'll see where he's going to take this tech. That could be so much fun to see. Is going to be a factory here for ClashPanther and a pause from ClashPanther as well. Interesting. The best thing since wrestling. Actually, I don't much care for pause action. I can't move. The biggest thing I have, I don't mind if players pause, don't get me wrong. The biggest problem I have is that I can't click around the map. I can't do anything. I can't click the mini-map. I'm stuck on one screen here when it's paused, and that really, really makes me angry. At least if I could move around, I could continue casting, but that's okay. We do see here from the production tab, lucky us, that we do have a bunker going down. It is going down in this position right here for ClashPanther. And factory going down in pretty decent time. I don't know. Yep, looks like we're ready to go. There we go. Back to the game we go. Good stuff. Alright, ClashPanther. Working on just one gas now. We do have the double gas up and running here for Luck. So is going to be some serious tech here in just a moment. Does have a bunker going down on the low ground as well. And it looks as though we are going to have a Marine scouting out across the map here, of all things. Bunker going down here for ClashPanther, just completing. And his SCV going to be scouting out here. Marine is going to see that SCV. So is he going to go kill it? I wonder. But it's going to have a tough time sneaking up on him, that's for sure. He does have control of that Zelnaga tower, so pretty good stuff. And looks like more gas going down here for ClashPanther now. He's now on his third gas and leaving Luck in the dust because he is still only on 2. However, he did get those down in fairly decent time. Looks like he is going for a factory as well. It is going to be on a tech lab. Perfect. Reactor going down here for Luck on this barracks. And a scan coming in from ClashPanther. Looking good. And a starport going down as well here for Luck. So is going to be, looks to be a kind of like a 1-1-1 in many regards. But he is on 2 base at this point, so it's not like a true 1-1-1 like you're all in against Protoss or something. But it is 1-1-1 in some senses of the word. And in the meantime, we do have what appears to be some siege tanks coming out on the field here. Notice we do have another tech lab down. And going to be building another factory here on that tech lab. So double factories, double tech labs. Got to love it so far. Good opener so far. He's definitely going for mech here. Definitely, definitely. Starport here fairly early for Luck. Sending that sucker out to the reactor. Looks as though he is going to be going for that air superiority here. Fast, fast, fast. We'll see how that's going to work out for him. He does have a lot of gas. He could even go for some Banshees. But not quite yet. He's got to have the tech lab for that. So, and another tech lab going down here. The barracks going down, or building the tech lab, I should say. And it looks like this factory probably going to cruise over to that tech lab. So cool. We do have Medivacs and Vikings coming out on the field. We need to see probably something similar here from ClashPanther. But notice he is taking a slightly different path. He's going for Banshees and Ravens at this point. A very, very interesting play. I've seen this be super, super effective against mech play, which, it's, strangely enough, that's what Luck is going in this game. So good stuff, good potentials here, and I'm interested to see how that's going to go. We do have a couple more supply depots going down here on the low ground, but kind of fun. This is a neutral supply depot, and these guys are going to join it. Funny, funny. They kind of blend in some ways. That's kind of cool. But yeah, good stuff. We do have a couple siege tanks. Siege mode is on the way here for both players. Luck is going to see this Banshee coming in here. We do have this siege tech obviously here for Luck, doing a really good job there. A couple of Vikings already out on the field, and it looks as though he's going to be going for another factory. So heavy mech play, it appears, is the order of the day, which does not bother me. I like mech play quite a bit, actually. Especially with air mixed in. That's so much more fun. It looks as though we've got 3 Hellions and 2 Marines cruising around here for a drop for Luck. Could be fairly effective. Now, it might get picked off by this missile turret. Not quite picked off, but definitely weakened up that medevac very, very much so. Does get taken down. Looks like these Hellions doing a pretty decent job kiting forward here, trying to get themselves into position. They're taken out there fairly quickly. That Banshee coming in pretty clutch. Everything cleaned up in good style. Oh, it's been a long night of casting. Gotta keep some juice in me. That is going to be helpful. But yeah, a lot of tanks here for ClashPanther. He's really, really staying heavy on this mech. But I do like that he's got the Banshees and the Ravens out. Now he's just got to be careful that he doesn't get too hard countered with too many of these Vikings. If there's too many Vikings out on the field, that will nullify, if you will, all of that nice air units that he's built there. So, and that appears to be exactly what Sergeant of Luck is doing. And pretty good stuff. We do have a Hellion here, going to be cruising out across the map here for ClashPanther. He's just back and forth, checking to see if there's any expand time for that. But there is an expand going down for Luck right here at the this third natural here. It's a nice spot actually. Puts it in a close little area. You can keep a slightly forward position with your army and be in pretty good shape. Let's just check in on the units lost tab and see if we can make any wind of that. Not really. I mean, it's so low at this point that you can't really pick a winner. But it looks like these guys going to be cruising forward, are going to be taking the Zelnaga Tower here, so not bad. And it is going to be tank wars here for just a moment, that's for sure. Nice. Got to love it. He's got great range there. That siege mode absolutely going to be very, very effective. Luck is going to be camping his Vikings here just to keep tabs on these guys. Looks like he is going to try leapfrogging forward here to take this guy out. Not quite in range, I don't think. No, he is not. Here comes the cavalry. Air superiority, I think, is going to go in favor of ClashPanther here, so that's very, very interesting. Looks like these tanks are going to be moving forward here. Going to be blasting these guys away very, very quickly. Nice stuff here. Beautiful, beautiful play. Gotta love these tank wars. Looks like Luck is going to be losing his air superiority or whatever air advantage he possibly could have had fairly quickly here. But we've got to be careful. It looks like he didn't focus down the right units and it just lost just a little bit there. We do have this point defense drone down though, and that's really, really going to be helpful here moving forward. I love mixing a Raven in to this play here. Really, really smart stuff. Now these guys in range to be blasting away at this orbital. In the meantime, ClashPanther has secured his third, and it looks as though Luck is going to go for a little bit of a counterattack here. No defense up here at this position, but look at this! ClashPanther figured it out right on time, is going to cruise in here with his Blue Flame Hellions and getting the better of his opponent in that exchange. So great stuff there. Look at this, and he's putting down missile turrets here as well. So very, very interesting. Going to be sticking with this forward position for just a while. He did deny this expand for just a little while. I mean, Luck did fly it out of there, but it is not mining, and that is absolutely hurting him for just a little moment. Do have 2 more command centers going down here for Luck. Looks like he is definitely serious about picking up some more expansions. Got to get some more mining done, that's for sure. ClashPanther now in great shape on his 3 bases that are currently mining very, very well. Look at that missile turret going down here and there. All these Hellions cruising around the map here, trying to figure out what's going on. Are going to cruise in here and just see what's happening. Does see this orbital landing. Did land there, but backing out. Very, very important at this point. Looks like a lot of them are going to go down. Oh, nice defense there from Luck. Is going to take these suckers down. I'd like to see these guys go up to the high ground and scout up here just to see for sure what is going on. Oh, wow, a lot of SCV kills here. Almost. Actually, he just softened the ball up, but he could have got kills. Just takes a little bit extra micro, but here comes another counterattack. Luck going to be cruising forward here, but does get thwarted yet again by ClashPanther. ClashPanther maintaining a significant lead here, I would say, in many regards. Economically here, he does have the lead. Units lost. He does have the lead. And that's, I mean, definitely going to be paying off for him as we move forward. Notice that we do have ClashPanther also slightly ahead on weapons level 2 for his vehicles. That mech play. And this forward position still very, very strong. He has mixed a Thor into this army as well. Whole bunch of tanks here. Good air superiority. Good scans going down on both of these players. But a good looking army here for Luck in the back. We need to see ClashPanther really reinforcing that position here very, very well. Otherwise, it could just be go time for Luck. Looks as though it may be, actually. Nope, is going to back out. Can't quite make it happen. He does have a lot of Blue Flame Hellions in this army, and look how many tanks he's got. Yikes, that's a lot of tanks. Beautiful play for both of these guys so far, but Luck does now have a supply advantage. He has maxed out his supply just about here. But ClashPanther is going to be on 5 mining base. Actually, will be 4 here in just a little bit, actually, because the main is going to be mined out. But all in all, he's doing a really, really great job here. We do have Luck taking this expand, which is not a bad idea. ClashPanther gearing up, though, to probably just hold position here and continue to deny this position for just a little while until it's time to go check out the other spots, which will be in the next couple minutes or so. But both of these guys are going to be maxed out on their supply for just a little while. Notice that ClashPanther not going to keep units in his base. He's keeping at least 1 tank and a couple Hellions in the back just in case there's run-bys and the like. But really, really nice play so far for both. But here comes some movement, and Luck going to be moving right into position here. Is he going to be sieging up? Looks like he is. And ClashPanther seems to be doing a pretty decent job holding this off, taking a lot of losses, but at the same time he's doing a heck of a lot of damage here. Does lose a lot of missile turrets here in the forward position, but Luck is going to continue pushing here. We'll see if that's going to be the right decision or not here in just a moment. Could potentially deny this expand, which I think would be great. Here come the Hellions. Oh wow, it is going to be a base trade type scenario here. ClashPanther going to be cruising out with these tanks. They are going to be trading expansions here for just a moment. We'll see. We'll check our units tab in just a moment after all of the carnage has ceased, but this base absolutely gone at this point. These guys cruising forward here, but actually taking a decent amount of damage, so partially because they sieged up, but just a little bit too soon. You want to be careful. You don't want those siege tanks blasting each other to pieces, so that's no fun, but he is going to deny this expand. That sucker absolutely going to be going down. In the meantime, Luck going to be cruising forward and trying to take out another expand here of ClashPanther, but here comes, guess what? It is battle cruisers. Now that's interesting. Tech switch. Wow. Battle cruisers operational. And forward he goes, but I don't know, man. He's got air superiority here, but you got to have some economy behind it. And he did deny quite a bit, but here comes the main army. Looks like Luck is going to be going for an all-in. Look at all of the SCVs he has pulled here, and here comes the attack. Is this going to be enough? Taking out all of the air units here of Sergeant of Luck. ClashPanther doing a pretty decent job defending his air superiority there. And wow, battlecruiser's pretty strong. It's not a bad deal. Looks like we are going to see some Hellions cruising out across the map here, going to try and do some damage. Let's check in on this, though. These guys going to be killing off all of this air, and landing at this point is probably going to be a decent idea. ClashPanther in phenomenal shape. He is going to lose all of his mining SCVs and mules at this expand. He's got to get this one back up and running here. Notice he doesn't have that rally point set, but look at this air. Really, really great play. 3 battlecruisers here absolutely doing a lot of damage. This Thor going to go down before it even gets a shot off. Kind of sad, but it does happen. Tanks here got to defend this, and there it is. GG from Luck. Wow, ClashPanther coming back in a very big way. 2 games in a row there. Game 3 going to him, so that's 2-1. Currently, we'll be going into Game 4 here in just a moment, so don't alt-tab. Always alt-Starcraft. We'll see you guys in just a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is going to be on Antigua Shipyard. A nice map choice here, I would say, for Luck. It is going to be Terran versus Terran here. We're in Game 4. Currently in this best of 7, it is 2-1 in favor of ClashPanther. Really showing a lot of strength in this Terran versus Terran matchup so far. Now, Luck did take down game number 1, and that was really awesome, I must say. But right now, he is really got to be careful. He doesn't want to make this a match point here. If he does lose this game, it will make it match point for ClashPanther. He's only got to win 4 games. He's already up 2, so that's really good. So, does have his SCV going to be going for a wall off here. No wall off here for Luck. Fairly standard play. Now, they are spawning in cross positions on Antigua Shipyard. It is a 4-player map. ClashPanther is our pink Terran. He is up here in the top left. In the bottom right, we do have Luck. Sergeant of Luck. SGTofLuck, or whatever we want to call him. Maybe we should ask him what the SGT means. It does look like it stands for Sergeant, but I think that's an incorrect way to abbreviate it, but I'm not for sure. Looks like the barracks going down in pretty decent time. ClashPanther only a half a second behind there, it appears, but not bad at all. Is going to be putting there for a wall. And yeah, going to be blocking any potential scouts. No scouts have gone out quite yet anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And he will definitely be able to block it off, though. But Luck, by the time a scout comes out for Panther, there will probably be a Marine on the field anyway. So some scouting potentially, but not tons. We do have this barracks about to be complete, and here comes the scout from ClashPanther. Going to be cruising out across the map in the incorrect direction, unfortunately. But that's okay. They are in cross positions. It's where you usually just check that second. So going to go to the bottom first. Down to the bottom first. Not a bad deal. And here comes the scout from Luck. So he is going to be going up to the top. Not bad. We have selected the Automaton 2000 with it. It's a nice looking artwork there. No base here, says Panther. He is going to be backing out and going down to his opponent's position there. He will find out where he is, and lucky for him, he will be able to potentially make it up into the base, but there will be a Marine ready and waiting for him. So maybe dive, see if he's going to make it up that ramp or not. Just depends. Just depends. We do have, let's see, this scout going to be cruising out, but let's watch, make sure this guy is not going to die, or check and see if he does. Who knows? Good micro there. Sergeant Luck going to be taking him down. Oh, make it in there with 3 HP. And does see everything that's going on. So Tech Lab is the word of the day. Is going to probably guess a Reaper at this point, which indeed it is. We do have this SCV cruising up here. Factory going down here. It's command center going down for ClashPanther. And look at this. Luck going to go ahead and take his expand right where he wants it. So interesting. And going to send out his Reaper anyway, even though it was scouted. So not bad. I think it's probably the smart move to do. If anything, it will give him the intel that he needs inside his opponent's base. Now we do have a Marine ready and waiting to start shooting that guy as he comes up onto the high ground here. He's got to jump up here first, and then up here. They cannot jump up the high cliffs. They can only jump up the low cliffs, the small cliffs. But instead, he's going to come around the back side, so I think a smart move there. But notice that ClashPanther does have plenty of units in that position as well. And he is going to be evacuating this Reaper pretty dang fast. So, wow, interesting. Interesting. And the command center here for Luck is about to be complete. In the meantime, this orbital command going to be almost complete for ClashPanther, and then I would expect for him to probably go ahead and fly it out there and secure that expansion. So he's looking pretty strong right now. He does have a factory with a tech lab and a starport going to be going down. Looks like he may go for some Banshee play, I'm guessing. Wow. Could very well be some Banshees. We'll see if that's going to be the pace. Look at that. He's putting it right on the tech lab. See what he's going to get here. If it's going to be Banshees or Ravens. My guess is probably Banshee, but yep, it is. Cool. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make that stick. Banshees can be fairly effective, that's for sure. Did get a scan off here. Does see the starport. Nothing on their starport quite yet. And nothing on the factory either. It's just a plain factory. Is going to be getting out some Hellions here. And yeah, he's got 2 Hellions, 1 Marauder, and 2 Reapers. Looks like these guys... Oh, and a Marine, of course. And a Marine. We can't count that guy out. He does do some damage, so actually not too bad. 6 damage at weapon speeds of 0.86. Fairly fast. And looks like these guys are going to move out. Oh, the Reaper's getting left behind. Well, not really. They can keep up, actually. Look at that. They're fairly fast. So good stuff. He is going to be pushing an attack. Potentially he's got 3 Reapers actually on the field. And these guys are going to try and I think go up the back side of this base. And here comes the drop. Nice looking attack here from Luck. Here's a tank here. Got SCVs pulled. Looks like he should be able to hold this off in pretty decent time. Oh wow, but he might lose a supply depot here. Interesting. Wants to be careful, but he's got to keep got to keep these guys out. He's really got to go in and commit here, I think. Does have, wow, a Viking on the field and 1 in the air. Actually going to be landing. 1 Viking did go down on the ground. Those Marauders do additional damage to these Vikings because they are armored units. So did clean that out in pretty decent time, but substantial losses here, I'd say, for ClashPanther. We'll check and see what it's going to look like here in just a moment. Oh, we did finally kill everything. Good stuff. Units lost actually fairly even there, and Luck actually losing just a little bit more. Let's just check in on Control R, though, and see where we're at there. 10 workers killed for Luck. Now, that's going to make a difference. So, good stuff there. Units tab does show that Luck up to 42 SCVs to 29, so a significant lead there, especially since he is on that second mining base already. Very, very good play so far. These guys probably could get back to work. 2 of those guys in there. Yep, those guys right there. Probably get back to work, I think, is probably the best move. But that's okay. Maybe not. Let's just check in and see what we've got here for tech pattern. We do have what appears to be a couple Vikings, a lot of Marauders on the field here yet again. Notice he is going to be committing to a lot of racks here with tech labs. One does have the tech lab out on this factory. Going to be getting some siege tech already complete, and another command center going down here. So he's going to try and lengthen that lead by securing a 3rd expansion. I think is a very, very wise move at this point. So really, really smart there. ClashPanther is getting out his blue flame here. And working on some more tech labs. Not a bad deal. Cruising out across the map, though, it looks like Luck is going to be maintaining this Zelnaga tower here for just a moment. And bringing the rest of his army along with, it looks like, is going to be flying his 3rd out to its resting location. It will be right here. There's the hologram. That lets you know exactly where it's going. Blue Flame going to be complete here in just a moment, but I don't know. I wouldn't commit too heavily to the Hellions at this point. He is going to need a couple extra tanks, I think, especially against those Marauders. Those Marauders going to be a little bit difficult to deal with. It looks like Luck in a phenomenal shape right now. Probably going to do a lot of damage in this push. Now, he is going to be scouted here. But not enough defense there from ClashPanther. He did lose 1 of those Vikings right away. Tank's going to be cruising up here to try and defend. Plenty of Vikings here for Panther to hold off that Oh, he did lose one faster there, so good snipe there from Luck. Actually now brutalizing these Vikings one at a time, focusing them down is exactly what you need to be doing. You want to maintain that air superiority, and now he absolutely has it at this point, so good stuff. But a good siege position here for ClashPanther, I think, is probably pretty nice. But Luck going to back out here, and I think wisely so. He has secured his third. Time for him to macro up just a little bit here, I think. Going to cruise over here and go ahead and take out these destructible debris. Smart, so he'll have a backdoor entrance when his opponent does decide to fly this command center out to take a third of his own. Let's just check in on the units tab. 46 SCVs, now 47 to 50. ClashPanther catching up in a pretty decent way there. But Luck has been on third base already for just a little while, and it is absolutely going to mean something in going forward here. So good stuff. Oh, wow. But Luck is going to cruise forward and take this position, it looks like. Now that's going to be fairly pesky, but not a bad play, that's for sure. It's going to force Panther to try and break this line first before he can take his expand. So we'll see how that's going to go in just a moment. You know what I would do? I would grab myself 1 or 2 medevacs and grab my tanks and fly them around the back here. Go ahead and toss them down here in the back, siege them up, and then open up a nice solid, scan on these suckers right here and try and blast them away. I don't know, I'm just metagaming right now, and I probably shouldn't do that. But it is going to be a difficult task for ClashPanther either way. So, I mean, look at this, a fourth going down for Luck. He is going to be taking the gold. Looking really, really solid at this point. And Luck going to get infantry weapons level 2, so he is going to be committing very heavily to those Marauders, and that's going to play very, very well for him. Those guys super good at taking out tanks with that stim and the upgrades, so good stuff. Another command center going down. Luck loves building command centers. It's so fun. Here comes the attack. Looks like these guys are going to go take out the air superiority here, which is really, really good. Luck is going to have to abandon this position. However, these guys may not make it out. They're going to have to go through the back door if they want to. Tank's going to be getting into position here. ClashPanther doing a decent job of it, but he's got to make this happen here fairly quickly. Tank's now in position. Looks like it is going to get cleaned up in pretty decent time, but here comes the main attack from Luck. He's brought the rest of his forces here. ClashPanther, though, in a nice position where he's got everything sieged up and ready to go. Taken down Luck's army there very, very quickly. Look at that. He even landed his Vikings to help. Last scan going down. Luck still has a couple units up here on the high ground, but all in all, very, very nice play so far from Panther. And it looks as though Luck is going to be gearing up for his third. He's just now getting, his gold, just now getting that saturated. Really, really nice play at this point. And cruising out across the field here with even more of these Marauders. Look at all these Marauders. Got to have this siege line set up in great time. Stimming forward here, going to go right past those defenses. Tanks up here for defense going down very, very quickly. Love the mobility here with that stim, able to get these guys in phenomenal position, and ClashPanther may be in a little bit of trouble now. He's going to clean it up, but he did just lose a whole bunch of SCVs, and that is absolutely no fun. Now we do need to see ClashPanther probably mounting a counterattack here. Either that or expanding like crazy to stay in this game. I mean, not like crazy, but at least toss down one other expansion. He absolutely is going to need it. His main is going to be mined out here fairly shortly. Let's just check on Control R and see how many workers killed we've got here. ClashPanther has killed 25, actually, so doing a really good job there. Luck has only killed 20, but let's just check the units tab and see where we're at. Notice that Luck does have a slight advantage there, so not too bad. He's looking pretty good, especially considering that he's got this gold. I mean, you don't even need SCV advantage if you've got that gold expand, and he's really, really in phenomenal shape at this point. ClashPanther needs to do something about this, whether it be, like I say, take another expansion or go out and push out here and try and make something happen here. But he did scan that. He does see what's going on here. Got to get something going here. Looks like there is going to be a Marauder here, just camping, just in case his opponent's going to try and take an expand at this location. I don't know. This is getting iffy for ClashPanther. Look at that. Combat shield going down. Infantry weapons level 3 going to be complete here for Luck. It's looking really solid. And we just don't have any upgrades on these tanks yet, so this is a tough situation to be in for Panther. Got to start making it happen. I think cruising forward here is a good idea. But notice that Luck is getting himself prepared for that. Going to be spreading his units out here and trying to get himself ready for this push to stall as long as possible. Here comes even more good air units in the mix right now. We do have, finally, for ClashPanther, vehicle weapons level 1, I think is absolutely going to be effective here. This Banshee actually doing a decent amount of damage right here. Taking out one tank very, very quickly. Interesting. Tanks are sieged up. Do we have any more tanks here for defense? No, we do not, so it is going to be kind of a counterattack. And the nice thing for Luck is that he can trade right now if he wants. Any damage he can do in his opponent's main like this is phenomenal, because ClashPanther, all he can do right now is deny the gold, and that's not going to really be what he needs. He's got to do more than just that at this point. So really good stuff. Luck is going to be tearing down this orbital command. It looks like it's going to die. Oh. Tanks in position. Maybe not. I don't know. Look at this. It's so iffy. Back and forth. Back and forth. Wow. Luck calling down a whole bunch of mules, trying to do some long distance mining, it appears, but that is not going to happen. There is way too much units here for ClashPanther to allow for any long distance mining from his own base. Here comes the attack though. Looks like ClashPanther's last ditch effort, and it is GG immediately. Way too much to deal with. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be going to game number 5 here in just a bit. It is tied up now 2-2 in this best of 7, so don't alt-tab. Always ALT-Starcraft. We'll see you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is going to be ClashPanther versus Luck, and it is 2-2 out there for Shooter. It is tied up 2-2 in this best of 7. So here we are going into game 5, and it is going to become match point for one of these gentlemen. And so far, so good. These matches have been phenomenal. And Luck saying no manor mules in this game, and ClashPanther says K. But the manor mules were Sergeant of Luck, so he is promising not to do bad manners at this point, which is nice. I mean, no need to really do that, but I think he was just asking for a GG at that point, so that's okay. It was a really, really great game. A lot of back and forth so far between these players, but tied up 2-2 is really, really fun to be in. ClashPanther going to be going for a little bit of wall off here. Sergeant Luck of Luck not going for it at all. Very rarely does, it seems. We haven't seen him do it quite yet, so ClashPanther does it almost every single time, and Luck does not. So there we go. They are going to be spawning on the right side of Tal'Darim Altar here. This MLG's version. I don't know what much differences there are, except for they did change some of the paving and sight blockers in this location here. It's the only differences that I know of from MLG's version of Tal'Darim and Blizzard's. But good stuff. We do have a barracks going down in pretty decent time here for ClashPanther. Notice he did put it in his wall, actually, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, and the racks going down for Luck, as well as his refinery in pretty decent time. Looks like ClashPanther only slightly behind on that gas against his opponent, but it is definitely part of his plan here. So good stuff. We do have what appears to be some scouts cruising out across the map. SCV here for Luck, cruising out, as well as ClashPanther. This ClashPanther scout absolutely going in the incorrect direction, and he will be seeing his opponent scout him here fairly soon. So good stuff. Here comes Luck cruising in. He'll see what he is going to see of his opponent's build order here. Orbital commands going down for both players. ClashPanther slightly ahead there, but not by much. Not going to be able to take that SCV out. Looks like he absolutely will escape. Good stuff, but he did see a decent amount of things. Oh, actually, did he see the tech lab go down?
upgrade.
Yes, he did. So I don't know if he had time to click it or not, but he did see it going down, so knows that there is going to be some kind of add-on on that sucker. And it is going to be the Tech Lab. Going straight for a Reaper here. ClashPanther is perfect. And a Reaper, guess what, for Sergeant of Luck as well. Good stuff. So Reaper versus Reaper at this point. Looks like an expand going down for Luck very, very quickly, except look at this. Strangely enough, ClashPanther being the aggressor here, economically going to be putting his command center down exactly where he wants it, as opposed to Luck doing that. Luck actually putting it back in his main this time. So a little bit of switch up between these two players' playstyle in some ways in this game, and we haven't, well, I guess we have seen Reapers from both players, but seems like Luck has favored it just a little bit more. And here we go with this Reaper for Luck cruising out across the field. We do have a SCV scout still cruising in here for ClashPanther, but he definitely is going to die, and down he goes, and here comes the Reaper. Looks like he is going to be stalling here. Nope, off he goes. Going to try and get in here and do some damage. Here comes double Reapers here from Panther. Does not, oh, did he get a kill? Actually, let's check. Yep, 2 workers killed now for Luck, so he did just barely get a kill there. Not bad. Sniping one, and looks like these double Reapers for ClashPanther are going to be cruising out across the map. However, Luck is going to be aware that they are on the way because of his first Reaper getting in there so fast. Got to love that. Now, let's see what he's got coming out of this barracks here. This is still just Marines, so it looks like he's going to be going for heavy Marines here potentially. Wow, he's got a lot of barracks. And working on that stim upgrade. Looks like we do have the expand here up and running for ClashPanther. And that orbital command just about complete there. Luck going to be getting his orbital up and running now as well. Probably going to start to fly that sucker out any minute at this point. Alright, Best just had chicken fried rice. That does sound really good right now. Stop saying that. I'm really hungry. I can't wait to get some dinner tonight, actually. But you know what? There are more important things than feeding the monster, and that is for sure. We're going to get into this matchup even more. We did save one of these Reapers here just barely. He did make it out of there with 2 HP, but great defense there from Luck, but he did reveal a lot of Marines here at this point, so we'll see how that's going to be going. Pretty good stuff. We do have double bunkers going down here for Panther. Looks really, really solid. Yeah, you guys are torturing me, but that's okay. Shooter's eating pepperoni pizza, and Best is eating chicken fried rice. So, and I'm eating nothing. I do have a warm Coke in front of me, and it is not really hitting the spot, to be honest. Just keeping my throat from scratching too badly. But are we going to have a switcheroo here? Starport absolutely in the works. We're going to see some medevacs coming out here, it appears. And or some Vikings. But good map control right now with these Reapers here for ClashPanther being fairly active, even with this wounded Reaper, so not bad there at all. Wow, how did he get back up to 14 HP? That's kind of funny. Oh no, it's a different one. There's the one with 2 HP. But good map control, got to love that. And we do have these double bunkers here, manned by 8 Marines, as well as a whole bunch behind, so both of these guys have about the same idea. Let's just check in on the units tab for a moment. Notice that Luck is only 2 behind in the worker count. His opponent right now, we do have, wow, 22 Marines for each player. So talk about even. 3 Reapers for Panther and 2 medevacs for Luck. How very interesting. What a very, very close mirror of a build at this point. We are going to see a drop, too, from Luck. Luck going to be sending out his double medevacs full of Marines here in just a moment. Do have +1 on the way for this infantry. Looks like he is going to be getting in here in just a bit. No defenses here, so ClashPanther could potentially take some serious losses. And look at this. Wow, having to evacuate these guys very, very quickly here. Here comes the Marines. Not much for defense, except it is going to be plenty here. Oh, but unloading those bunkers right at the inopportune time. But he did clean this up back here in the back. Looks pretty stinking solid. Luck going to go ahead and get back to work or ClashPanther needs to get back to work here, really. Get those SCVs back to work. My goodness. There we go. Back to work. Back to the grindstone. Let's check in on units lost. Luck has lost a little bit more, but Control R will tell a tale of 14 workers killed for him. He's taken out a pretty decent amount of economy there in one fell swoop. Let's just check and see what that's going to look like economically on the units tab. Notice that Panther down to 34 SCV is going to have to continue to work on that. And but he does have a pretty substantial army here, and he did obliterate what Luck did send into his base there. But Luck's still with that supply advantage here, but mostly on the SCV side. So we'll see if this attack for ClashPanther is going to be good. Is going to see another drop at the back of his natural. Had to stem forward here, or stem back into this natural to try and defend, and another one going down in the back here. Great reaction time from ClashPanther, getting these guys off of his mineral line and back to safety. But wow, look at this. ClashPanther going to be dropping as well. Lots of drops. Another one going back here for Luck. That one less effective here, but this one absolutely going to be killing a lot. These guys doing some decent kiting there are going to kill quite a few SCVs. So let's check and see how. We've got another one going here. A lot of SCVs going to be going down here of ClashPanther. Yikes, he's got to have some defense here, but he is moving his entire army forward at this point. Is this going to be a base trade situation? I believe it may actually be here. How very interesting. This attack here at the back, but here comes the main attack. We've got this main army of ClashPanther cruising forward. Does not look like enough, and that is GG. It is now going to be match point for Luck. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-Starcraft. We'll see you guys here in just a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is going to be tons and tons of fun. We are here in Game 6 in our finals of this month's All-League Tournament. Alt-Starcraft. Absolutely pleased to be bringing this to you. I am Knack, and I am really happy for this. We have got a have fun, good luck, and a U2 from these guys. Spawning in cross locations, ClashPanther is going to be our pink Terran. Over here at the 9 o'clock, at the 3 o'clock, we do have Luck. He is going to be our teal Terran. Got to love this TvT so much. So very much. Luck not walling off here yet again. No wall off here for ClashPanther either this time. So that's interesting. Usually he does wall off, but it is a little bit longer of a walk distance to wall off here. You do lose a little bit extra mining time, so can be very advantageous to go ahead and just put down your supply depot right here. So kind of interesting there. Supply depot's complete. Back to creating SCVs. These guys mirroring each other at this point. Got to love it. I love cross positions on this map, by the way. Really makes for potential good macro games, but this is a wide open center of this map, so we could see some very hefty mech play, but also the back door to this, to your bases here, because of that dead space, we could potentially see a lot of drops as well. So we'll see which way these players are going to go. We do have these barracks going down at almost identical time. Gas going down almost identical time. Luck slightly ahead there, just not by very much. Refinery going to be complete. Let's see, we've got these barracks. Should see Marines, I think, right off the bat, unless one of them really wants to rush into Reapers. Just not a bad idea. I mean, even in cross positions, this map is not really that big. I mean, it's still a good-sized map, but you can still do a lot of damage with a Reaper rush, potentially, but no Reaper quite yet from either player. We do have one Marine each coming out on the field. Orbital commands getting started for both players, as well as a supply depot here. Ooh, a second gas for ClashPanther. Ooh. Could mean some fairly early tech. We'll see here in just a moment. Luck going to be working on, guess what, a tech lab. So he is going to go for a Reaper here, I would assume. At this point, we do have one SCV cruising up into the main of Panther. Is going to get taken out, but he is gathering a lot of intel. Does see that second gas. Absolutely going to be helpful to note. And down goes the poor scouting SCV. It is what it is, but SCVs that do scout, they have a very low life expectancy. What can I say? But so do just about every unit in StarCraft, so that's something to keep in mind. Most of these guys do not live beyond 20 minutes. Oh, fun. Alright, we do have a factory out for ClashPanther. Is going to be going straight into his tech pattern. Notice that Luck is going for a command center here. Fairly good timing. Nice and fast. Going to try and get that economy rocking and rolling. In the meantime, let's check in on a Reaper, who is going to be cruising out across the field. We do have what looks to be a pretty decent defense here for Panther. He's got double Marines. And here comes that Reaper. Is he going to be able to get some damage done? Coming around here to the back. Up he goes. Reaper already with one kill here. Does die. And Control R. Going to show only one worker killed. Not bad, but you know what? It may not be super cost effective. But what can you do? I mean, you got to give it a shot. It's usually a pretty decent idea. However, ClashPanther absolutely ready for it at that point. Are going to have some tanks coming out on the field here very, very quickly, and a tech lab going down on the starport. So we are going to be going for what appears to be a one-base push here. I assume he's going to be getting out some Banshees. Yes, he is. However, he is supply blocked there for just a moment. Ouch. Do not get supply blocked, ladies and gentlemen. That is bad, bad, bad for your gaming health. Oh my goodness, we have got to get some more stuff. There we go. Wow, supply block there for way too long. Absolutely painful. Do have that siege tanks, siege tech on the way here. And Luck did scout that very, very well with that scan. Is going to know that his opponent not going for an early expand, which does mean very, very early aggression here. So we are going to see these tanks get themselves into position. There are going to be two of them. We are going to have a Banshee, however late it may be, it is going to be coming out onto the field, but that supply blocking here is absolutely going to hurt ClashPanther moving forward here. This is delaying his push as well as delaying his sight of the high ground, and he has to have that sight of the high ground to make this stick. Now, we do have some siege tech going down for Luck, and it looks though it will be in time to hold this off, but guess what? Because Panther realizing that he is so far behind in that push that he's just going to go ahead and back out here and going to try and transition. So I hope that he's going to be okay. Let's check in on the units tab. Notice that he is behind by 3 harvesters at this point, 4 harvesters now, and that could be a potential catastrophe. But look at this, he's turned around at this point and going to go ahead and push his attack. So kind of interesting there. Do have an orbital command here, going to be spotting the high ground, or the low ground I should say. Bunker going to be going down. Oh, that tank got to be careful, careful. Got to be careful, but the bunker is down, and the siege line here for ClashPanther absolutely going to be cruising forward. Got to be careful, cannot lose this Banshee, that's for sure. Good, smart move here for Luck, getting that Viking. Going to be very, very helpful cruising forward here. Uh-oh. Cannot lose this Banshee. Cannot lose the Banshee. Banshee gonna go down. Oh, dead is a Banshee, and it looks as though ClashPanther gonna be backing out now. He did buy himself some time to go ahead and take a command center, which is not bad. Let's just check in on units lost here. Luck did lose a little bit more, so this would be a great time to back out if your name is ClashPanther, and there goes evening up. A couple units going to be dying here. I would love to see ClashPanther go ahead and back out here. Yikes. But he is going to be trying to hold this forward position, and I just kind of disagree with that. I think this is going to be tough for him to come out ahead on. I mean, check units lost now. Still fairly even. I take it back. I mean, he may be okay. Bunker is going down here in a forward position. See how that's going to go. Good use of those Marines there. Got to try and keep these units alive, though. That's for sure. ClashPanther still now losing a little bit more than his opponent, and that's really going to be hurting him. He's got to be careful here. Let's just check in on the units tab. Notice that he does have 2 more SCVs, and he is going to have his expansion up and running sooner than his opponent. However, his opponent going to be taking a 3rd when he does break out. So great play here from Luck. I like that quite a bit. Panther is trying to make this happen. I do feel like he's a little bit behind here for just a little bit, but could be making that up in pretty decent time. A good scan going down here is going to see that expand in pretty nice time. And Panther, nope, he is going to be holding this position for just a little longer. And here comes the push. Luck absolutely going to try and push this one. These tanks have got to evacuate. Look at the stim forward here. Brutal. One of these tanks absolutely going to go down. Probably even two potentially. Whoa. Second tank does go down. Panther in a lot of trouble right now. And this is match point for Luck. He has got to be so careful here. Panther, oh my goodness, in such dire straits now. No tanks here for defense. Nothing when it comes down to it. We are going to be a GG situation, and Luck has taken it down. That is the first place prize. He has just taken down a $50 prize, ladies and gentlemen. Luck, congratulations to him. Panther will be taking down second place, however, and that is $20, so not too bad. We are definitely sad to see him have to lose at that bitter end like that, but you know what? He's come a long way, and he is going to be taking home some cash of his own. So good stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. What a phenomenal tournament this has been over the last 2 days. Wow. I've been really pleased for this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming out and playing. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-Starcraft. We will see you guys in our next tournament.